With tonight's big game came a big conversation of legalizing sports betting in Kentucky. The Commonwealth is one of just 13 states where doing so is illegal, though, as Connor Steffen reports, some legislators are trying to change that. Connor.
Tom, lawmakers are mulling over two bills right now that would legalize sports betting in Kentucky, one in the House and one in the Senate. There have been several failed attempts at legalization over the last few years, but could that all change in 2023? Well, some are willing to take that bet. On the day of the big game, renewed talks over big bets in Kentucky.
First turnover of the game. We bet Kansas City Chiefs.
Kentucky Senator David Yates made his bets for this year's Super Bowl Sunday, just not in the Commonwealth.
Very seldom do I ever bet. I had some friends going over there making some bets.
Well, over-unders and money lines aren't Yates' thing. He is heading up a big gamble out of Frankfort, sponsoring a Senate bill to legalize sports betting.
So we know it's here. We know people are betting. It's time that we regulate it, we tax it, and we put it to places that can be better used for Kentucky. Yates's
measure, Senate Bill 73, is joined by similar legislation in the Kentucky House of Representatives. Unlike previous years, any legislation considered right now will have to be more narrowly focused, Yates says. That means things like fantasy sports betting and online poker are out.
But it gets that camel's nose under the tent. There is support.
2/3 of voters in the state of Kentucky support legalizing sports betting, and that's across party lines too, with a majority of Republicans, Independents, and Democrats all in. Opposition mainly argues the morality surrounding gambling. Many believe legalization may lead to Kentuckians developing gambling addictions.
And we have bipartisan support as well as support from the governor.
It is ridiculous that we don't have sports betting now.
One of Beshear's main arguments for legalization is the success seen in surrounding states.
And what's going to happen? They're going to drive, across the border to any of our states, place their bet.
Looking at some of that success, in the month of January alone, Indiana's Sports Betting Commission reports the Hoosier State raked in $427 million in tax revenues. As for Ohio, it predicts sports gambling revenues will reach over $1 billion this year. Senator Yates said another challenge right now comes along the same lines of a shortened legislative session. With it being an odd-ended year, a higher vote threshold is needed to pass any bills in the Senate. Instead of the normal 20 votes this year, 23 votes are needed. Live in the studio, Connor Steffen, the WHAS 11 Night Team on your side.